Welcome to our open house this year for the 22-23 school year. Excited to have our students come and visit. Tonight, all we're basically looking to do is give our students the opportunity to take a look at their schedule that they've already received at their home high schools, last night at their home high school open house, coming today to see the other half of their schedule. A lot of our students are coming here. They might spend time in the morning at their home high school, come to us in the afternoon, or vice versa. And so we want to just give them the opportunity to see their classroom, meet their teacher, talk about any specifics that they might need to do to get ready for the school year. EC3, we continue to focus on career pathways for our district. We are striving to offer more and more every single year. We are actually in the hopes of maybe even an expansion to EC3. Even the room that I'm standing in right now may turn into some classrooms down the road and some things happening. And we all know that big things are happening here in Hardin County, not only within industry, with major players coming to the table in the near future, but also here in Hardin County schools, always striving to offer more to our students in the realms of opportunities. We continue to offer probably some of our staples that students always remember in our health sciences. We still have our nursing pathway, EKG, phlebotomy, pharmacy. Most recently added is our medical administrative assisting, dealing with the billing and coding side of things. We continue to offer our culinary pathway, looking to expand within that, maybe into some hospitality and tourism down the road. We continue to do automotive, transportation with maintenance and light repair being our main focus. We continue to offer engineering, dealing with electrical engineering, civil and mechanical. We have aviation, where our students can get drone pilot certification. Our welding program, again, a big one with a lot of immediate return on students' investment, meaning big pay as soon as they graduate high school. We still have our media arts program, kind of like what we're doing here with this filming right now. We have our computer science program. New instructor in that computer science program. We're very excited to have Miss Dana Pearsall that's joining us. They'll be taking over there. Some new things to come in that program as well. And we have our building and construction technology program, not necessarily housed inside of EC3 building, but part of EC3. They're over on the ECTC campus, and just a short drive, bus ride from here once our students arrive. Also excited, our academy program continues to thrive. That's our program where our students can enter during their junior year and work towards their associate's degree. Very excited to welcome a new English teacher to that position there, Mr. Caleb Ernst, and maybe you'll get to meet him later within this video. So a lot of new things happening here at EC3, and I think students can always find that we have something for them to at least give them a look at least into maybe a career pathway that they're interested in.
So the automotive program is what's called maintenance light repair, and it allows juniors and seniors the opportunity to have 4 classes, 4 core classes in the maintenance and light repair of vehicles, and that includes electrical systems, that includes engine performance, engine repair, automatic and manual transmissions, that includes climate control, that includes brakes and steering suspension. And so at the end of that, students are able to achieve an industry certification through ASE, that's Automotive Service Excellence. And we also have a cooperative education program with Swope Family of Dealerships. And the last trimester of their senior year, students are able to co-op during the school day with one of the Swope dealerships.
My name is Stephen Rogers. I'm the flight and aviation teacher here at EC3. Flight and aviation pathway culminates with kids being able to graduate with a FAA Part 107 commercial drone license and up to 6 semester hours of college from Eastern Kentucky University. Freshman year is an introduction to all things aviation. Sophomore year, we get more into the mechanics of flight and the science of flight, the interaction of air over wings and rotors and UAS. Junior year is when we get really into weather and how that affects flight and how to get in and out of airports and other things like that. And then the senior year is when they do their dual credit classes.
Jason Nagel, Early College Career Center, Hardin County Schools. I am the Project Lead the Way engineering teacher and Vex Robotics coach. The engineering program is a pathway that starts at our 2 high schools with engineering 1 and 2, and then comes to the Early College Career Center for specialized courses in digital electronics, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and engineering capstone. So we get students from all 3 high schools participating. We also have an extracurricular activity, the VEX Robotics program. The VEX Robotics is a robotics competition program that students compete in a worldwide competition. We compete locally, regional, state, nationally, and then at the world's competition if our teams qualify. There's over 20,000 teams worldwide in the competition. And it takes all the skills that we learn in our classroom and puts that together into a year-long project and builds in a lot of soft skills for our students, communications, problem solving, critical thinking, teamwork, troubleshooting. Puts that all into a package, makes a really great problem-based learning project for the students in a year-long format. Add in the competition, students really get motivated, have a lot of fun with that project.
I'm Roger Ramsey. I'm the Executive Chef Instructor here at the Early College and Career Center, the Culinary Pathway. I teach Culinary Part 1 and Culinary Part 2. And of course, there's a progression there. So Culinary Part 1, we're going to start with the basics. We're going to make knife cuts. We'll make a lot of knife cuts. We'll learn how to handle a knife. We're going to make stocks and sauces and soups and sandwiches and breakfast foods. We're going to learn a little bit about the management side of the business. You're also going to have a ServSafe. That's not going to be me, it's Chef Lowe. ServSafe's the National Food Handlers Safe Food Handling Program through the National Restaurant Association. You get it for free. You'd have to pay to get that anywhere else. And it follows you wherever you go, even if you're doing fast food. Often they'll offer an incentive just for having that certification. So you get through Part 1, you get through ServSafe, then you come back for Part 2. And again, it's a progression, so it's a little more involved, and we'll spend a little more time on cooking methods and talk about cooking meats and vegetables and pastas and potatoes and all that fun stuff. And then we're going to look at the business side of the industry again. So we're going to talk about costing, particularly labor costs, food costs, beverage costs, overhead costs. We're going to look at how to keep inventory, how to order goods, how to know what you need, how to make sure that you get it. So that's kind of our culinary program. Oh, what I forgot. We're self-sustaining here. That means you have to do a little work. And that work is in the form of catering. So we've got our own catering operation, and that's how we support ourselves. Even through the pandemic, when business dried up, we managed to stay afloat barely. Since then, we've come back. We've done really well. We've got several $1,000s in the bank, and that buys all the goods that we make and eat. And that's kind of how we do business. So, again, welcome to EC3. Come and join us in the Culinary Pathway. If you don't have fun, you still get to eat.
Hi, I'm Dana Pearsall. I am the computer science teacher here at EC3. We have several pathways. Most importantly is a computer programming pathway. We have network pathways, and we're hoping to bring a couple more pathways in the future. I teach computer programming and computer hardware and software, cybersecurity, and all of those tech type classes. So with the cybersecurity, I actually teach a little bit of cybersecurity in all of the classes because it is such a big deal right now with all of the breaches with stores and whatnot. So the kids can really learn about that and what it's all about.
I'm Justin Hornback. I'm the media arts teacher here at EC3. Here at EC3 in media arts, we deal with all kinds of different types of media. We're dealing with photography, we deal with videography. We're actually going to be, this year we're going to dabble in some social media content as well that goes in with trying to figure out how to do the right shot. How do I set this up? Do I make sure that it's lit really well? And the students are going to learn all different forms of the video aspect. So they work their way up in the intro class, like I said, with photography and a little bit of videography, work their way up through 4 courses and try to gain industry certification in 2 different Adobe platforms. So it could be Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe Photoshop, or Adobe After Effects. And that gets them college and career ready. So that's what we're about here at EC3, is getting the students what they need to be ready for tomorrow. And it's a lot of fun doing it too. So we get to dabble in a lot of different things here and get the students hands-on with all the different types of equipment as they work their way through. They get to edit videos. They get to create things that go on the channel, HCEC-TV, what you're watching now. They get to put things together like that for people to see, not just here at home, but around the world too. And that's a pretty unique thing for our district and in the state of Kentucky as well, which is pretty cool to be part of. So that's what we're about here in Media Arts.
Hello, I'm Caleb Ernst. I'll be teaching English at EC3 this year, English 101 and 102. We're excited for the start of the year, and everything's looking good here. Can't wait.
Hi, my name is Karen Compton. I'm an RN and health science teacher here at EC3, and I teach the introductory course, Principles of Health Science, and also medical terminology and emergency procedures, along with Mr. Witzel, who is also a teacher for those classes, as well as body structures and functions, which is an anatomy course we offer here. Those are prerequisite courses that are offered before students get into the pathway courses, the capstone courses, and Megan's going to talk to you about that.
All right, I am Miss O'Daniel. I am an RN also, and I teach here at EC3. I teach the capstone courses, so capstone is going to be those certification courses that you get your junior year or your senior year. We have 5 different ones. It is possible to get all 5. We've had students to do that. Your junior year, you can take Medicaid Nurse Aid. So Medicaid Nurse Aid is going to be based out of a nursing home, taking care of elderly patients, doing their activities of daily living, things like that. And then you can do the medical office assistant, and that is more of the clerical work, insurance, paperwork, and so forth. I kind of think of it as the person that checks you in at the doctor's office. And then your senior year, you can take EKG, which deals with the heart, and then phlebotomy, like drawing blood, and then pharmacy, which is, with the prescribers and the pharmacists that help give you your medications through retail or even the hospital.
Perfect. And does our friend here have a name?
Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones wants to remind students to join HOSA, Future Health Professionals, which is the student-led organization for healthcare students. And we've done really well with HOSA here at EC3. I actually had a student to place 3rd internationally this summer. So we're proud of Kevin who did that. So again, join HOSA. You have an opportunity to compete if you're interested, do some community service activities, and just join together with like-minded students working towards careers in healthcare.